I don't want to be the frozen Rosen for this stream, but I'm gonna freeze until someone challenges me. Hey, it's a challenge. Made in one. It's hard to stay still for so long, and like to avoid blinking, really not easy. Chess with Chris trying to sleep. Some people watch my stream as like a sleep aid, from what I've heard in the YouTube comments. I'll try and not make any loud noises. 50 bits from Remedial Sin. Thanks for the bits. What do I play against this? Let's play something new. I usually play d5. I think this game I'll go for just kind of a simple King's Indian h4. h4 is, I mean, it should just be dubious. I could just ignore it. Let's just ignore it. If h5, I can just take. I mean, there's times when h4 is a good move, but there's also times where it's incredibly premature and immature. c4. Let's play c5. I want to treat this as a Benoni. And I'm envisioning my bishop just landing here. Because usually in Benoni, white sometimes likes to play h3, preventing bishop g4. I was watching a Sam Shankland lecture for St. Louis Chess Club. He gave 2 lectures on how pawns can't move backwards. They're actually really good lectures. I think I'll take here, and then I'll actually go for d5. And we won't really have a Benoni setup. It'll be more like a IQP setup. Or whatever this is. Just continue developing. Probably d6. I could consider d5. Let's play d6. A Handy Andy. It's been a while since I've seen that name. 200 bits. Is Esserman on? I would play Esserman if he wants to play some rapid or even classical. But he has to challenge me. I don't like sending challenges. I had a bad experience yesterday. I tried to challenge Chess Network and John Bartholomew, and both of them were not accepting challenges. The rejection was very painful. A3. I would like to complete development. This bishop doesn't have a great place to go yet. I could play e5 maybe. Could castle. Play a6. Trying to figure out what I want to do with my life in this position. Bishop d7 maybe. Maybe I will play a6. a6 is a useful move, because in cases where I play e5, there's no annoying knight b5 to attack the pawn. And in other cases, probably more long-term, I would consider breaking up the queenside. Did the best win of my life feel better than the worst win, or the worst loss ever felt? I think I've suppressed the memory of my worst loss. But now I'm trying to remember my best win. I hope I didn't suppress that memory. My best win was probably like winning the national K-12 championships as an underdog. Can I just win a pawn in d4? I think I can. And like in the final round, I beat the top seed with some like weird opening. Okay, so I'm up a pawn? Wait, I can't count. Yeah, I'm up a pawn and the exchange, and I have the bishop pair. So what to do? Queen a5 hangs a queen, because queens move far distances. Queen b6 maybe is a move. Creating a battery. Also maybe applying a little bit of pressure on the queen side. Hey, Chess with Chris won a quad today. Hard to win more than 3 games in a quad tournament. And your rating's going up. Solid. Knight d5. So ignoring f2 but attacking the queen. I don't know if I can take on f2 without facing danger. Knight d5 is actually a good move. Trying to calculate. Maybe queen a5 first. I should be very careful here. And queen's also kind of tied down to c7. So I might just move back to d8. I mean, it looks ugly. But I don't see really what else to do in these other lines. Like, taking f2 I don't think works at all. So that was a mistake. That queen b6 looked good at first. Maybe I should have taken the knight and then just bishop e6. Rook b1's a good sign. That means white is not going to destroy me right away. Now I just want to consolidate, develop. I have no idea who this username is. Dual stream with XX, etc. I'm not sure what that's referring to. I want to do like more collaborations though with like other streamers, like matches or Hand and Brain. Hopefully within a few months can organize something. So what to do here? This is rated, and there's no increment. I have to move quicker. Maybe I'll just take the knight, and queen takes though. Oh, it's actually kind of annoying. Maybe this move. Okay, I'm trying to stay focused. The benefit with rook c8 is that there's no more issues with knight c7. So like if b4, I think I can just move my queen and start taking stuff. I can't really leave my queen on a5 because white is threatening to win the queen after getting out of check. So this looks kind of greedy, but a pawn is a pawn. And maybe I can start or continue invading. Yeah, let's attacking now f2. He sees it. Okay, let's just trade. We'll trade some more. Get into an endgame. Up the exchange. Up now, what, 2 pawns? If I can count. Another... Wait, that's not a sub. That's a raid. That's a gigantic raid. GM Ben Finegold. Hello to all the GM Ben Finegold viewers. All these rares and attacks. I'm in time trouble and I'm trying to not lose focus and not flag. There's so many people. The Last Samurai. It's so easy to get distracted, but I can't lose rating points to this guy. I can't give him what his username says. Let's make a pass pawn. Maybe I shouldn't trade pawns. I don't want to trade pawns. I want to promote... How many pawns do I have? Okay, first of all, I want to win. Secondly, I would like to make like 6 rooks in honor of Finegold. So let's win some pawns. Let's trap the bishop. Win some more pawns. Whoa. Okay, I usually don't do this. But oh, it's auto queen. I forgot it's auto queen. I was gonna make like some bishops or some knights just for Ben. Okay, maybe that was slightly rude, but that was also slightly close. Good game. Maiden won. So, for those just joining, I'm taking challenges. If you want to play me, you have to challenge me. You can type an _ challenge in the chat and click the link. In the meantime, I'll try and answer some questions. Will I be here for US Championships? Yes. I'll be in St. Louis starting either the 19th or the 20th. So I'll be there basically the whole time. I might be also moving to St. Louis at some point in the near future. So that'll be exciting. I'm going to accept a random challenge. And we'll see if this is still working. I was doing this in one of the earlier streams. It's actually, you can't see it, but if I move the window up, now you see it. You can see my console, my JavaScript console. Some people use this to cheat. I use it to accept random challenges. Math.random. This better work. Okay. Basically what it does, it searches through the elements and clicks a random one of these. 999! Look at that donation. Number over 0. Donating $9. I can't see the message. I'll have to go back and see what that message was. Wait, I'm playing John Davis, 59. Is this a real John Davis? I think this is a real John Davis. Yeah, because I played him the other day. This is just a random challenge. I'm going to play the Falkbeer counter Gambit. This is like the only person, or one of only maybe two, or one of a few people that I have an emote for. And also the Last Samurai has an emote for. So people can use their John Davis emotes in the chat. This is a rated game. So we're actually going into a line which I played at least a couple times in yesterday's stream. And I'm pretty sure John Davis was watching. This is still all prep. Played this a couple games last night. I'm just hoping that he's not too well prepared. So I think objectively it's dubious, but if white doesn't know the refutation, it's difficult for white. Yeah, knight c3 is a good sign. I believe knight c3 is just a mistake, but it's the most natural move, which is why I like to play this for black. Now I think there's two moves for white. There's this and there's this. I think this is a main move. I have queen takes e4, rook e8, knight e5. It gets messy because I'm not immediately winning anything. There's also knight g5, which I ran into a couple times yesterday. Knight e5, novelty, kind of. What is knight e5? Knight e5. That's a move. Knight's defended. I could win the pawn, and then white could maybe trade queens. Okay, let's calculate. Queen takes, queen c4, bishop e6. I mean, I like the position because I'll be ahead in development. I'm castled. If white doesn't trade queens, this king is just stuck. Anything else to consider here? Queen h4 check, g3. Yeah, let's do this. And now, yeah, bishop e6. Okay, so the opening was like pretty weird, but now things are sort of simplifying. The position's still a little bit weird. Like white has one piece developed, very strong post in the center, but everything else is on the back rank. I have a couple bishops hoping to do something. Like, what do I do with the bishops? Bishop b4 check? Maybe retreat. Always retreat, right? Bishop e6. The problem with c4 is it's a little bit weakening to certain squares because pawns can't move backwards. Now do I play knight c6? I accept some ugly pawn structure, but I get rid of the knight. I could play e3. That might be too much. e3, bishop c3. Like, what is my pawn doing there? Wait a minute, e3 wins a pawn. e3, bishop c3, rook takes f4. I like free pawns. e3, no, b4 doesn't work. Let's do it. Okay, I kind of forgot about the chat. It's weird, whenever I stream and I play a game, like the chat and the board compete with one another to like grab my attention. They're like fangirls or something. Anyway, let's take the pawn, because why not? Oh, we had another sub, Blooper. Thanks for subbing. And let me try and find that message from the 999 guy. I don't know if I can find it. Donation. Ah, it was in Streamlabs, so it doesn't show up on Twitch. So confusing. I'm really liking this position because I'm up a pawn. I have good development. I have a safe king. White has a fork, which I forgot about. I forgot knights could move backwards. I could take another free pawn though. Like, why not? It looks risky because my rook is like in white's territory aligned with the bishop. But I don't know if I can punish it. Okay, show me what you got. Because you could takes bishop d4, maybe win the pawn back, but then I counterattack along the second. Another sub, Zap 877. Thanks for subbing. For some reason my Streamlabs, like, the thing has not updated. Oh, wait, maybe it did. Oh, so number over 0, the donation message was Finegold Rosen Bughouse stream. I think that would be a little too crazy. I haven't played Bughouse in a while. It'd be cool to do like an over-the-board Bughouse stream. But that could get messy. Okay, what to do? I'm up 2 pawns. Bishop e2 is a good sign. Maybe white wants a castle. Do I just develop? Let's just develop. It's like a totem pole on the C file. Single file line. So white castle's obeying opening principles or middle game principles. I could play rook c8 just to try and complete the totem pole. Probably not a great strategy. White noise 0000, gifting 20 subs. I did not hear any white noise until the subs were gifted. Thanks, white noise. Trying to distract me from this very important game. I'll try and read off the sub names after I make my next move. I kind of want to do this with the threat of taking, and then this with check. That would be pretty sweet. Yeah, let's play rook d8. Open file. Wow, so many names. Can I read off all the names before John makes his next move? Let's try. Mascarin, the Robot Doctor, Cadexa, Polak, Wisco Badger, Nulls, Zelda Shadow, Triurian, Bet You Know, and XCL4W. Was that it? Oh no, there were more. Oh man, I have to scroll up further. Locodolium Mix, Poya 221B, Jayless, Sterling Albury, Bad News 757, Generic, rhymes with Eric, White Male. Is that me? Trace 424242, I am a noob. Keyed T, and I got lad today. I think I read them all, and he made his next move just in time. Sorry if I mispronounced any names. It's hard to read when there's so many words and letters. Okay. Maybe I can move this up. Okay. Let's focus. I'm down on time, but I'm up in pawns. And I'm up in subs. Knight d4 maybe. Yeah. Look at this whole cluster of pieces. I feel like this is a type of situation if you show to someone who's like just learning the rules of chess, like they have no clue what's going on here. But to a high level player, you get a sense of what's going on. Like, I just want to fork, but white wants to do stuff. This is where arrows come into play. So many arrows, so beautiful. So I could just take and trade everything. We trade on e2, we trade on d1. I have bishop g4 in the end. Looks good enough. Anything else? Important that this comes with check. So it's forcing. There is rook d8, but then king f7. Yeah, all the new subs can use your John Davis emote. But I think we made I made the observation that John Davis is only a GM on Twitch, but he's not a GM on Lichess, which is probably preferable. King f1. We can, I can play rook f4, and that looks kind of fancy. Rook f4, king e1, rook e2, and going for the kill. I do have to manage my time, because there's no increment. Hey, it's a new name, Zublarf. First time on your stream, only beginner in chess, but I saw a couple videos and loved them. Well, thank you. Always good to hear. Is there anyone watching who doesn't know how to play chess? Also, so many more subs. 20 more subs. There's more names to read, but my time is running, and he's controlling the promoting square. Do I move the bishop? Let's move the bishop and read off more subnames. I think I accidentally defended against bishop takes g7 and knight e6 check. Let's move the... Ooh, he wants to play king e2. Let's move the bishop back. If king e2, I'll play bishop b5. GM John Davis in the chat saying, I don't know how to play chess. So John Davis could potentially stream snipe, but I don't think doing much of a job of it, at least in this game. I'm going to play g5, because why not? Attack the knight. Create more loop for the king. Wow, let's check again. This is where bishops are just so good when they come in a pair. Because they just, you maximize the number of squares you control. I might even have some mating nets. I'm going to play this, h5, controlling g4. So I'm controlling all these squares, and the idea is I'm threatening mate in 2 or 3 with bishop d6. It's already a mating net. So he defends against the mate. He wants to win a pawn. I could attack the knight. I really want to still orchestrate this mating idea. But how? Bishop b4 to e1. Bishop b5, king f3. I could just like play a waiting move, being super greedy and like holding on to my pawn. Okay, let's read off subs. Jimmy Button, Zole, Mickey51, Brute Lock. Oh, I have to move. Oh, let's play. Let's just control the center. Best way to control the center is to put stuff in the center. Running with the pawns, Toad So, Hane's 3434, Bazet, Schnickum. C5 looks nice. Attacking the knight. And then, if knight e2, it's force mate. Please play knight e2. You know you want to blockade the pawn. Oh, he didn't do it. Oh, he wants to win this pawn. I have to be careful. Because now the bishop's controlling e1. What do I do here? e2? Let's just win a2, I guess. And I'll have the queenside majority. I don't think my technique has been that great. But my fans have been great. The sub count is great. What are these new names? Schnickum, Magic Cubed, Zach Rules, B Squared A2, Ali WWW, Abija Nepo 217, Nepomniachi, S Carvajal, King Goldman. I have to move. I could push. Let's push. King Goldman 926, Montclair 300, MG Weirdo, and Moy Luz. Okay, let's focus. No more looking at the chat. I think I'll play this to start. Restricting the knight. Another common endgame idea. Put your bishop 3 squares away from a knight, so the knight's restricted. Like now the knight can't really move back towards the center. If it does, I take it. And now I want to promote the pawn. I think I'll start with this. And then I think I want to go for this and then this. Yeah, John is being sneaky. Let's attack this. Not the most sneaky move, but sometimes you don't have to be sneaky to win a game. I just want to win b2 and then I'll have a pass c pawn. These pawns are blockaded by their own pieces. Do I play this and hope for g5? Is he going to play g5 and then just get mated? Ah. Oh, this is also close to mate. Let's play this to start. g5, it's still mate. Ah, e2 I forgot about. Let's play this. Wait, am I just mating next move? Bishop g6 is coming. If g5, bishop f3, I think he has to play knight f4. And then I just push stuff. Should be good enough. Hey, it's mate. It was closer than I wanted it to be. That was a nice finish. 2 bishops. Yeah, these pawns, they were supposed to be a strong point, but really they just kind of strangled the white king. Nice game. Much better game than yesterday. Was it yesterday or 2 days ago? The first game we played wasn't the most impressive. This was more of a fight. Yeah, I recorded some like video lesson on this exact variation with f5. 1500 bits from Amin Samani. Thanks, Amin Samani. Oh yeah, it was 2 days ago. No mercy. Even for generous people. I think f5 is like one of the lesser common moves. If we check the opening database, yeah, it's lesser common but much higher scoring than other moves. So if you're an e5 player and you want to play this line as black, I think this is one of the lines to know. And as far as I know, knight c3 is a mistake. I'm in some money with a sub, and there's more gifted subs by White Noise. 20 more subs. Okay, let's try and be slightly instructive. And bits from jumping someone. Can't even see that. Jumping chess horse. Thanks, jumping chess horse. I'm not playing blindfolded. Did I say I was playing blindfolded? I mean, I only play blindfolded like when I close my eyes or when I turn the blindfold settings on. But I haven't done that in a while. Yeah, so if you're a King's Gambit player and you run into this, which probably won't happen too often unless you play me, the best move is bishop e3. I'm pretty sure like this is the refutation. At least Stockfish approves of this. Like already like plus a decent number. Because queen takes d5, what happens? Yeah, takes, and then knight c3. And then, yeah, there's pressure on this, and white castles queenside quicker. So it's important to trade off the bishops first. The rest of the game, yeah, knight e5 was interesting. If queen takes e4, I would have played bishop f5, where black has all the fun. Yeah, I was about to reject e3 until I realized it won a pawn. Not the easiest position for white. Maybe g3, bishop g2 is more solid, at least. But yeah, then things went a little bit downhill. And then even more downhill. Went uphill for me. Okay. I'll try and read more subs. I mean, every word that I speak, I lose a little bit of energy. But thankfully, I'm drinking tea. But I'm drinking like sleepy time tea, which is probably not the best source of energy. Oh, I do have a blindfold command, but that was when I was doing blindfold streams. Maybe I'll do another blindfold stream at some point. Gotham Chess in the chat. What's up, Gotham Chess? I was watching the commentary a lot today. Like, I was gonna do commentary myself, but then I saw these beautiful people like Robert Hess, Anna Chess, and then the other stream with like Gotham Chess, Alexandra Botez, John Bartholomew made a guest appearance. It was great to see. Can I read off subnames? Let's try. How long will it take me to read off 20 subs? Hopefully within 20 seconds. Let's try. Oh, some of these names are difficult. YNWA 1991, Ulun Kulufid, Ferhax, Weejay Ho, Izelphus, General Jarby, Jumping Chess Horse, Kamaster, 123, ACAB 1 Arm, Command Tags 24, Macho 9, J Chester 87, Yo Numbers, Hot Pocket, Bones Scythe, Nugin 123, Norbert Noodle, HN20, Knox Bones, Terminal Speed. I think I read all of them. Man. Whoa, it's bits from John Davis. It's 10,000. I have trouble counting zeros because my eyesight is bad. That's 10,000 bits. Saying thanks for the game. Well, thanks for the bits. Thanks for providing people with some lesson of what not to do in the King's Gambit. And that's why we have a John Davis emote. Maybe we need a White Noise emote too. Like all these new subs, I get more emote slots. Okay, I have 34 pending challenges. If this were a week ago, I would like struggle with indecisiveness. But thankfully, JavaScript exists. So let's use some JavaScript. Also, thanks for the subs I didn't mention, Thaddeus and Othman91. Yeah, this is like Oprah, where everyone, instead of getting a car, you essentially are getting a sub. JavaScript, I have to open the command console. What did I do? Whoa, it's 10,000 more bits from John Davis. Oh, but I think that's from earlier, because the sub notifications just stopped. But thanks again, John Davis. Okay, I'm opening the console. I'm doing math.random, and we have the next victim, Immortal Sky Sovereign. Good luck, but not too much luck. Let's play e4. And let's play, I'm gonna try and play aggressively. I'll try and play Gambit. Let's play the King's Gambit. Let's teach John Davis how to play this opening effectively. Watch him play like d5 and get into the same thing. Okay, I'm gonna play bishop c4. I forget what this variation is called, but it's fun. It's especially fun if black plays queen h4. Because at first it looks fun for black. But it's all about having more fun than the opponent. And the idea with this, queen h4, struggling with arrows. Queen h4, king f1. Then white just develops like really quickly, even though it loses castling rights. d6 is a little bit passive. Just control the center. This is one of the reasons to play King's Gambit at a level probably below like 1600. A lot of players will play in some style like this, where white can just get a dream come true center. Bishop g4. Let's play knight f3. Like very natural developing moves. Nisley in the chat, or it's Nile Z. Nile Z just arriving, always telling me to play the grab. I'm so thankful I didn't play the grab this game. d6 is a Fisher refutation. Wasn't there a ChessBase article that the King's Gambit is refuted? And the only way to draw is like bishop e2 on move 3? But then it was later discovered the article was published on April 1st. But there were a lot of people who believed it. I'm almost out of tea, but thankfully I have like at least 2 more cups of tea in this thing. But it is decaffeinated. By the end of the stream, I'll probably be like 90% tea. But that'll be okay. Okay, I have like, I mean, this is what you teach beginners, like just develop. Control the center, castle. Okay, so d5. Now, there's a rule in chess, is that whenever the center opens up, it favors whoever is more developed. I'm pretty sure I'm more developed. The question is, how do I take advantage of the situation? I should probably take bishop b5, castling, and then use the center files. Maybe throw in queen e2. Queen e2, bishop e7. I could take on b8. There's bishop b5 check immediately. Let's start with bishop e5. Let's see what he's up to. What are my favorite teas? It depends on the situation. Towards the end of the day, either sleepy time or chamomile. Actually, my favorite tea, which I don't have currently, but I want to get more of, it's called Egyptian licorice. You can only get it, I think, on Amazon or Whole Foods, which is basically the same thing now. But it's so good. It's like spicy and sweet. like this position. Queen e2 maybe. Bishop e7. I don't want to like provoke black to castle. Let's castle first. I might first start with like rook e1. Might consider like bringing the queen to g3. I want to unpin my knight, so I have knight e5 in the future, because that could be very nice. Best instructional T content. I actually want to like become more masterful in the realm of T, because I feel like people are still criticizing me that I don't make like proper tea with like loose leaf. I'm just putting tea bags in hot water. So once I learn that like the mastery of tea, maybe I'll start a new channel. There should be a category on Twitch, a live stream drinking tea. What do I do here? Queen e1, castling, queen g3. I mean, ideally I would like to prevent black from castling, but I don't know if it's possible. There's h3. h3, bishop h5, g4, bishop g6, knight e5. Let's do that. Looks fun. I'll give black the choice what to do with this bishop. I do have a new T emote though. It looks like this. There's something along those lines. Oh, there's a category called just chatting, which is basically every stream, right? Wow. My friend just sent me a picture. Do I show the picture on stream? Look at this picture. It's so beautiful. Like, look at this. Just sharing the salad. It's like amazing salad. Okay, so we're going to take on f3. Now I have the bishop pair. And it's actually just more comfortable now that this bishop is gone. My queen has access to g3 if it wants it. I'm expecting black to castle here. And when black castles, the knight is unpinned, and then it's attacking d4. So I'll probably go for something like rook a d1. Okay. Yeah, simple move. Like, there's this thing in chess, if you have the worst placed piece that needs to be improved, just improve it. Don't spend any time. This is multi-purpose. I think the eventual goal is to attack on the king side. The question is how. Probably starting with bishop g5. Bishop d6, it had the right intentions, but I think it's just going to end in like some huge disaster. Because now not only is the knight attacked 3 times, it's only defended twice, but also the pawn is attacked. So I think white might just be winning material here. Milk plus tea equals yuck. Depends on the tea. If it's lemon tea, I agree. But if it's black tea, like English breakfast, don't people in England put milk in their tea? I grew up putting milk in like English breakfast tea. Wait, I might have to take back what I said about being 90% tea. Because I have to be at least 50% pad thai. Yeah, percentages are confusing. So I will give credit to my opponent. Like, despite maybe not playing the most impressive opening, like he's holding on, like not a lost position by any means. It is difficult. Bishop e7 was probably the best move to break the pin. Now, if I want to win the pawn, I could take on f6 and then take on d5, but then things get a little bit messy. So my dude with moral support and bits. Thanks, so my dude. How long am I planning to stream for? Until I run out of tea. Or until I get tired. Let's play bishop. Wait, bishop d3, knight takes d4, bishop takes h7. It's also kind of a mess. I want to do something here, but I'm not sure what. I'm tempted to just play like king h1. This is like tennis, where you like the ball comes to you, and instead of like smashing it or doing some crazy shot, you just kind of lob it back and see what your opponent does. Hope your opponent just whiffs the ball or shanks the ball like Shankland and just resigns. And $20 from Oathman. I didn't see the message. Always late with these notifications. Oathman said, or is it Othman? 91. This for your YouTube lessons. Big fan from KSA. What's KSA? Kazakhstan, South Africa? I actually don't know. Those are the first places that came to mind. Oh, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. I should have known that. I guess the K threw me off, because usually I just would refer to it as Saudi Arabia. That's cool. What time is it in Saudi Arabia? Has to be like... I mean, it's gotta... You just usually switch the AM to PM, like afternoon. Knight b4. What is knight b4? Attacking this pawn. I could retreat the bishop. I think I'll play rook f2. Being very patient. Defending, maybe preparing the triple up. Have a gun on the f file. The knight's kind of now doing nothing, but my bishop is also doing nothing. Anytime I could play a3, but anytime black can play a6. Time is running low. 8:50 a.m. Oh, so only 8 hours ahead. Not too bad. Okay, I'm going to move the bishop back this way. And I do have a plan of improving my pieces. And the plan is to play knight e2, c3, and bishop c2. And then just start kind of just migrating things to the king side. Ideally, I would like to have some eventual attack with every single piece. Except my king. I did have bishop f1. If Ben was still here, I don't know if Ben is still here, maybe I would play bishop f1. But I like bishop a4. Okay, let's triple up. Not sure if I have a threat. It just looks nice. Maybe at some point I'll play bishop b3. This is a lonely pawn. b5, okay. That's okay to be induced into playing a good move. There's also ideas of knight d1 to e3 to f5, which looks actually really nice. This also looks nice, trapping the knight. Rook c6 was probably one of the only ways to get the knight trapped. I have been to Boston. I forget when though. I think I was there for chess. It's been a while. Oh, it's pronounced Boston. Boston. Yeah, I thought it was pronounced Boston. Like boss. I was watching this video the other day, like breaking down the, what is it, the New York accent or the Brooklyn accent? Where they pronounce the Oz as Oz. It's actually like kind of nice to listen to. There's not too many grandmasters who have that accent. John Fedorowicz, Lenderman, Gotham Chess can do a large variety of accents. I have to step up my impression game to like impersonate these interestingly speaking players. Okay, let's take the knight. So I'm finally up material. And still up on time. I'm realizing knight e4 is a move. Knight e4 might actually win back some material. Because he can take with check. Don't play knight e4. Okay. Could take it. Let's move back with the bishop. I'm going to preserve my bishop, maybe put it here. Yeah, I only caught the end of the second PCL coverage. Was Gotham Chess doing impressions? Or he's always doing something entertaining. Okay, threatening to take and then win more material. Ready to play this and this. Whoa, what is this move? Can I take the knight and then take the queen? Let's trade. And then knight e3. Yeah, I watched almost all of Robert and Anna's commentary. They're very impressive. Because usually after like 1 or 2 hours, I just get so tired. And they were going for several hours. Let's play this. I'm dreaming of knight f5, g6, and knight h6 mate. That's not going to happen anymore. Let's do this. We'll trade some more. And now black has these double pawns. I'm tempted to play rook h6 just to induce more double pawns. But that would be too much. There is a game in the PCL today where black had triple pawns on the h-file, which I've never seen before. It only lasted for a few moves, but it was so unusual. Okay, let's just keep taking pawns. And now I'm gonna go up the board. Nilesy asking, do I need an opening for the next game? Yeah, if people want to suggest openings, let me know in the chat. Whoa, it's a rucksack. Okay. Have to mate in the quickest way possible. Oh, he left the game, I think. Oh, the rage quit. Or maybe it's losing connection, because now it shows he's back. Well, good game. Yeah, that was a nice opening. Have to play King's Gambit more often. Did I just say often? And my opponent lasted. Like it was a better position. I don't know if I completely optimized my advantage. Like around here, maybe d5 was just a good move. Stockfish. How do I play chess? Takes. Like these are positions where sometimes Stockfish will find like amazing moves, but maybe nothing too amazing. Okay, h3. Yeah, I just had to allow black to castle and be slightly better. Well, oh, we have a large collection of openings here. What do we have? The Grab, obviously. Oh, a few people asking about the Grab. What's the Botez Gambit? If you're going to suggest an opening that I probably haven't heard of before, you have to explain what it is. Also the Jerome Gambit, I have no idea what that is. Or the Reverse Mexican Defense, no idea. Alakine, I know what that is. I know what Halloween Gambit is. Evans Gambit, Icelandic. Move 21, why didn't you just take with Knight b5? This guy knows how to suggest move numbers. It's a good question, actually. If I take on b5, I don't know if I even consider this, but the knight kind of gets stuck. I could run into this, and then maybe there's bishop a4. I just had a very clear plan of like getting my knight to the promised land, where it would then become a knife. Also, these are double pawns, so I'm not too concerned about winning another pawn when I'm already up a piece. But maybe I could have considered it. Another sub, Beekdock, for 6 months. Requesting thanks for all the chess. How about King's Gambit accepted? Well, that would require me to either play it. Wait, this game was a King's Gambit accepted. Your wish was fulfilled after you, or before you asked for it. But if I'm black again and I get myself into a King's Gambit, maybe I'll accept it. Okay. Oh, Amin Samani wants a London. Okay, so let's accept another challenge. Do the JavaScript thing. Math.random. New game. I'm playing chess. 2, 3, 4. So I need black openings. Black Lion. I forget exactly what that is. Taimano Sicilian. Dutch. It's hard to play the Dutch against e4. Caro Kann. Let's play a Caro Kann. He's playing quickly. I feel like he's kind of knows what he's doing. Knight f3 is actually a very trendy move these days. I'm scared because I don't know any theory here. But I should just develop normally, probably. Let's play g6. I think g6, just Finegold castle, get the king safe, making sure I'm not getting mated. I'm playing this because if white ever plays c4, I would be comfortable. I'm not going to resign yet. Let's castle. c3. So this is, I think, a common idea. I think I'll start with knight c6, just complete development. Do you like my fianchetto, poker commentator? Now I'm going to play bishop f5. And even though I don't usually play Caro Kann, almost ever, this is one idea I know from the Caro Kann, where black gets this nice kind of solid structure, and then goes for king h8, rook g8, knight e4, has some attack. So b3, white wants to play c4. Interesting. Let's start with king h8. I could be kind of tricky and play queen d6. Maybe I'll play queen d6. preventing knight e5 as well. And queen d6 was tricky because now I think I'm winning a piece. Just have to make sure that this just wins a piece. My opponent wants a take back. Do I give him the take back? I want to be the one to make that decision. What do you think, chat? Do I give my opponent a take back, or do I decline it and make him suffer the consequences? Nah, no, yes, no, no mercy, nah, allow, no, only once, give him a kickback. Nay, no, yes, take back. Once, no, no, no. Haha, no, take back. What if I just spend the rest of the stream reading every single comment in the chat? Nay, nay, nay. Okay. Take back declined. Send him your PayPal info first. That's a good strategy. Maybe start a business doing that. Okay, so white's trying to, well, first tried to take the move back. Now trying to get some compensation. The queen is very safe and sound on b8. I could take the bishop, or I could just leave it suffering for the next few moves. What to do? Maybe this move, like knight. This is interesting. Knight g4. Hey, it's Ginger64 with a raid. Thanks, Ginger64. Long time no see. I think also streaming on Lichess. That's the second raid of the stream. I don't get raids too often. Always nice to see. I think I'm going to play knight g4. Wait, knight g4, knight g5 looks kind of weird. That's okay though. I think there's a way to like disable takebacks, or like even the ability to accept takebacks. Maybe would be worth doing. Trying to imagine a situation where I would give a takeback. Maybe if it was like an obvious mouse slip. Atomic Shoelace with a sub, 2 months. Thanks, Atomic Shoelace. Can I take this? I mean, I could still take it. Don't really want to take it. How long can I play the game and leave the bishop just attacked by the pawn? Because the goal is very simple, to play knight f5 and win this guy. Okay, now the bishop wants to retreat, so now it's time to capture. Wants the trade of knights. Okay. Can trade knights. Now knight f5. Hitting the rook, pressuring the pawn. Very soon I probably want to play queen f4. Looks nice. Now I have 3 attackers on the pawn. Still, at some point, I haven't had the time to do it yet, but I still want to go for this eventually and not get smother mated. But if I can get a rook to g8, it's just so much easier to attack. White can't even like kick away the queen because I would take the knight. Time control for challenge. Anything 10 minutes or below would be preferable. But I guess this is the one problem with the JavaScript command, is I can't really, or I don't know how to filter based on time control. But yeah, do something reasonable. If it's unreasonable, I probably just abort it. Or I let the chat decide how to handle it. I said smother mated. I'm having like a night. I was about to say dreaming of a scenario, but I was having nightmares of scenarios where I put this here and here, and then the knight comes to f7, and that would be bad. Is this a free pawn? Looks like a free pawn. because D pawn's pinned. Now the C file's opening. You can pick casual or rated. I don't really have a preference. I don't really care too much about my online ratings. I sometimes go through phases where, like, I'm above 2400 now, so I care slightly more, but I'm still going to take every game slightly seriously. Have to maintain my pride and glory. I have a rook post, and I have 4 attackers on the pawn, which is still pinned to the queen. I don't know how that's relevant, though. We can queen trade, I guess, and then I'll win another pawn. And then we'll trade some more. And we'll trade even more. So black is up a bishop. I'm only up 1 pawn. I guess because he won the pawn when I won the piece. I could win another pawn. Here, takes. Yeah, let's play this first. Because this pawn wants to just start running. And this bishop wants to start eating. Let's push a pawn. Push another pawn. Maybe I'll make a pawn chain. Let's push another pawn. Is he gonna take the poison and get pinned? It's happening. I might torture the rook for one. Okay, he just resigns. Tough game. Yeah, unfortunate blunder. But that was fun playing the Caro Kann. I played this, really one of the only Caro Kann ideas that I know, at least after the opening. Because you don't see this idea too often where like you trade off bishops, and this is actually a good transformation for black. I think one of the reasons why white blundered is like usually this bishop is safe, but not when there's a pawn on f4. So I'm happy that queen d6 worked out. Okay. Can you post your JS command? Yeah, if you want the actual code for it, I'll just copy and paste it in the chat. Or I can copy and paste it in my Discord, and then people would have to go to the Discord to find it. No, I'll copy and paste in the chat. Hopefully it doesn't ban me for sharing code. There you go. So people can use this. I think it works in any browser. You just open the console. I guess you need multiple pending challenges for it to actually function the way you would want it to. London with knight c3. So the Jobava London could maybe do that. Oh, I was also wondering, I pose this as a question for the developers who are watching, but it would be nice to have a, I don't know, JavaScript command or extension where I can accept random challenges just from Twitch subscribers. I think that would be a little more difficult. You have to like use the Twitch APIs and the Lichess APIs, but maybe it's possible. Jobava London. Someone asking, what does this do? I'm going to show you in slow motion. You ready for it? Can you enter code in slow motion? Wait. Okay. So here's how it works. I open up the console. I'm on a Mac, so it's Option Command I, and this thing pops up. And because I've already entered the command before, I just press up arrow. People can't see. There it is. I could maybe explain what this is doing. It's a little bit cut off. Essentially, here we have the code. So, man, it's been so long since I've like actually studied code. Let me try and explain what this is doing. This might be inaccurate, but essentially it starts by looking for, what you call this, the challenge class, because every element on a website will usually have like a class name, and then it picks a random number of all the challenges of however many challenges there are. That's challenge.length. Currently I have 33 pending challenges. And then it finds the accept thing, which is here. And then it clicks, and then the game starts. So it's really just magic. Let's click, and it starts the game. And now I'm playing Brandio 1137. Now I think there's some element within the like random algorithm where it does take a look at like how much you donate. And if you donate more, then it's more likely you get accepted. At least that's what happened with John Davis. Oh, I'm playing... Okay, I'm going to play a Jobava London. I usually play normal London. He's playing F5. I can't resist. I'm playing the London... Or no, the... What is this? The Grab against the Dutch? There should be a name for this. Oh, it's console. It's not council. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Or how would you say it if you're from Boston? Console. No, I can't do impersonations or accents. All right, I'm gonna I don't know what I'm gonna do here. Probably C4 soon. Just try and open the position as much as possible. Oh, Quansel. Quansel. I think D5 was actually like the best move after G4. Oh, it's cancel. It doesn't sound right. Console. Alright, let's put the bishop on F4. So these are like the two defining moves of Jobava London. Usually the pawn maintains itself, but too late. Let's play Queen B3. Attacking the bishop. Supporting the knight. Maybe I'll go for Rook C1 soon, because the C file will open someday. Also, the G file is already open. Let's play Knight F3, defending the pawn. Getting ready to play Rook G1. My king just might stay in the center. Not a bad square. Play Rook G1. This is the first Blitz game in a while. Feels nice playing Blitz. Very fresh. Play E3. Solid move. Defending things. Getting ready to develop the last minor piece. Let's take it. So now the bishop's attacked. The bishop moves back. What to do? I want to attack. Maybe bishop h6 is interesting. Hitting g2. Rook f7, knight g5. Rook e7, c5. Let's do it. Ooh. I think there's a good move here for black. Maybe it's not too devastating. There is this move, but then I think I have this. Should be okay. Karpov Gambit says Carlsen wins most of his games by doing nothing. Probably have to disagree with that. He does do something, but his moves are so deep that they seem like nothing, but they're actually a lot of something. So I'm gonna go forward with this variation. This was my initial calculation. If the rook moves here, I trap the bishop with c5. And if he ever takes this bishop, I unleash the rook. Second game in a row, I'm trapping the opponent's bishop with the same kind of mouse coordinates, the same area of my computer. Earlier it was f4 and I was black. This time it's c5 and I'm white. Wait a minute, it's not trapped. h2's hanging, but then rook g2 and then it's trapped. Okay. But he might win this bishop, so we might be trading. I don't know. Okay, good thing I have rook g2. Still waiting for this move. Pawn takes h6. I would have knight takes e6 winning the queen. Whoa. Should have been listening to the stream. Actually, I don't encourage people to listen too closely when they're playing me. If they want to, that's okay. But if they don't want to, that's even better. Okay, I'm winning the queen. And then maybe later the bishop. Or the pawn. I could take the pawn, but then bishop. Let's take the pawn. This is a quadruple fork. I'm attacking this and this, and this and this, and most importantly, this. And this. Everything's attacked. Some things are defended, but some things aren't defended. What are the odds that black defends against mate in 1? Also, what are the odds that black just flags in this position? Okay, will black flag, resign, or get mated? 3 possibilities. Or will I lose somehow? Hopefully that doesn't happen. Resign, mated, fried, lose, neither. Oh, he defended mate. Let's develop a bishop. I'm not taking anything, even though both bishops are hanging. Wanted to play queen g8, but now both rooks are defending. Let's take a bishop. Still threatening mate in 1. Not seeing mate. Let's move this way. Resigns. I don't think too many people said resigns. Atomic Shoelace said resigns. A few other people did too. Okay. 36 pending challenges. Who's challenging me? Maybe I could like play someone manually. I'm so spoiled now. Like I don't even have to even look at the list. Some interesting names here. A lot of people challenging me to like 10 minutes. Some blitz games. No bullet games. Alright, one more. Okay, I'm playing Heber. 2011. That was like 8 years ago. Oh, I'm white. What opening do I play? Last game, I mean, people wanted me to play Jobava London, but it didn't quite work because the guy played the Dutch. So let's try and play Jobava London. And I know some ideas. I don't know this as well as like normal London. Play blindfolded. I'll try and play blindfolded for one move. Okay, so my mouse is on E1. This is what hoodies are for. Let's see if I can make a legal move. But you have to tell me when it's his move. Or I'll just guess. Or I'll pre-move. Let's pre-move. So my mouse should still be over the king, which means let's move the pawn or the knight. move the pawn to e3, so let's move up a little bit. And then I want to move here. Did that work? Hey, it worked, e3. I played one move blindfolded. Let's play another move blindfolded. Wait, but I have to wait until... No, I don't wait until he makes a move. I'll just wait a few seconds. But what's my next move? Don't want to move the pawn again. Probably the bishop. Let's move the bishop from f1 or the knight. Did that work? Maybe I'll try again. Did that work? I'll try again. I'll try again until something works. Oh, I'm just highlighting the thing. It's too difficult. Let's play knight f3. That didn't work at all. What if I would have... Yeah, that would have been bad if I clicked the resign button. If I click the resign button, it gives me like a confirmation, right? I don't even want to test it. Let's play bishop e2. Bishop g4 would have been dirty by black in this position, because I would have played e3 blindfolded. That would have been so bad. Alright, let's play knight e5. I think this is one of the main ideas. So like go for e5 really quickly, trade off bishops. Could do a challenge where I pre-move every move. That could be difficult though. Some moves would not be legal. And some captures would be hard to predict. Click resign once. I don't want to though. It is casual. Do I do it? What does the chat think? If the chat wants me to, I'll do it. Of course everyone's gonna say do it. Once. Okay. That was nice. I think there's a setting where you can like turn that off so it doesn't ask you if you want to confirm. I feel like that was very dangerous. It's like Russian roulette or something. Okay, let's play g4. G4? Or queen, maybe like queenside castle. No, let's play g4. Let's see what black is up to. Interesting game, don't. I think we got the best of all the worlds. Like, I did it, but the game's not ending. Everyone should be happy. Let's take the pawn, or the bishop with the pawn. I kind of forgot about this. This is a slight problem because now this pawn is hard to defend. I should have taken with bishop. If I take with bishop, I have f4. The good news is that it's only a pawn. Maybe there's some way to get compensation. Queenside castling takes e4. Yeah, let's do it. Maybe e4 sooner. If you don't like ads, you should subscribe and then you get no ads. Wait, he is a subscriber. Huh. Oh, ads referring to adrenaline. Is that what ad stands for? Okay, takes, and then e4. This is my original thought. I think it's actually effective because I attack this guy 3 times. And if black defends, I take and unleash the queen. Now there is d4. d4 the pawn is pinned. Maybe d4 f4. Yeah, it's still interesting. Manas in the chat. I was up so late last night. I was about to sleep, but then Manas kept bugging me for a game. So we played the game. It was an interesting game. I think it was kind of equal, but then I kind of had some advantage. Am I losing another pawn? Always play king b1 and then think. I don't know if I'm losing another pawn. If it takes g4, I'll win d5. Like takes. Ooh, but if I take d5, I get forked. Wait, this could be bad. The good news is that with every pawn I lose, I gain an open file, which could actually be useful. So if queen takes g4, I probably avoid the queen trade. I play like queen e3. That way I'm threatening rook g1. Do this quickly. If black ever queenside castles, there's these ideas. If black castles this way, there's these ideas. If black leaves the king in the center, there's these ideas. So even though I'm down 2 pawns, I have ideas. Did anyone watch Naka slaughter Hansen last night? You can't spell slaughter without laughter. I watched some of it, but then it was just getting repetitive. Like Naka just kept winning. It was like watching a badly produced TV show where it's so predictable. I think some people were having fun though. I only started streaming a year ago. I don't know if my chess playing has increased or decreased. It's probably increased online, but decreased offline. Can I play queen a7? Looks fun. Pretty sure my opponent missed that. Maybe allowed it, I don't know. Now if takes on that, it's mate in 1. So black has to keep the d file closed. This might be a move, but then I check. Knight b8 and then takes. This is looking very fun. I'm still yet to win a single pawn, but it's okay. Network TV. The only network I'm familiar with these days is Chess Network, who was streaming yesterday, I think. Or the day before, technically. He started streaming before it was a cool thing to do. Such a hipster. Let's play queen a8. If king here, I win the pawn. Black would then win an open file. Knight b8 holding on to the pawn, but maybe losing this pawn. My queen's kind of stuck. A little bit uncomfortable. Well, I'm winning a pawn back. This is a very strange position. But I'm up on time. There's no increment, so time is kind of important. I'm dreaming of takes, and then mating on e7. In this case, I'm just winning the rook. I have a feeling black is imagining this line where he gets to fork my rooks, but then I very easily defend with like either rook to d1. So this is looking very good. I'm up to exchange now for a pawn. The main goal is to not get back rank mated. I've actually never played. Have I played Dr. Drunkenstein? I don't think I've ever played Dr. Drunkenstein. I've played Dr. Nichterstein twice. once was a chess 960 game. And I've played man with a van once. But they're all the same person, right? They're just different mental states of the same person. I guess one of them is a car state. Okay, so I have a D file. Complete control. Where's my mating idea? Might have to bring a pawn into the action. I wanted to play queen a7, but the queen now controls a7. So let's play a4. Creating Luft for the king. Making the German viewers excited that I said Luft. Probably what I'll do is maybe someday double up somehow. Or maybe even like go back and attack the b7 pawn. Okay, so black has a very clear plan to make another lady. I need a clear plan. Let's play... start with this. Or this. Or this. I think I'll start with this. I like the rook kind of being on b3 because it can help shelter the king. You have to be a sub to use emotes. I guess that's true. There was an attempt. Use the Fabiano emote. I need a Magnus emote. I don't think I have a Magnus emote. Maybe once Magnus can get a plus score against me, then I'll make a Magnus emote. Okay, let's play rook b3. Hitting the pawn. Threatening mate in 1. Black has some idea of mating me, but it would be a tempo too late. This could get very messy though. Like if black plays b6, what do I do? Because then there's a monster threat. B6, maybe a5. Queen e1, okay. Still threatening mates. Time is running low. Also now the rook can't come to e1. So b6. So I want to calculate here, takes. King d7, Maybe just rook c3. Or even rook c5 could be very, very fancy. Rook c5. Takes, here. King e7 takes. It should be good enough, I think. I'm utilizing pins. Like both pawns are kind of pinned, and then the knight is also pinned. So I'm threatening this. If I get rook takes b6, I'm just winning. Queen e6, pinning back. That's annoying. Maybe c4, breaking the pin. But then he can take and then run. Yeah, let's move this way. I think the plan now is to just bring my queen to a more useful square. Like, get out of the corner and into the center. Inviting queen a8 again. Let's start with a5. Whoa. That was a little bit unexpected. Okay, so takes. Couple checks, couple more checks. Could maybe take here. Takes, check, and then mate. Yeah, looks good enough. Okay. If king d8, I would have queen a8. GG. Yeah, interesting. Kind of weird situation there. I think my opponent was better when he started winning pawns. And then, yeah, things got very weird. But this position, I would think Stockfish would know what to do. It's got to be at least -1. d4. d4, kind of keeping the center somewhat closed. Then take on g4. Makes some sense. Okay. I'm kind of tired. What breed of dog? It's a West Highland Terrier. Small and white. Like a pawn. Any other questions? Has Eric ever defeated someone in the top 20 in Chess World rating in normal games, not online? Like normal game over the board game. Like in a tournament, the highest ranked player I've defeated was Ivana, who at the time I think was like top 100. Maybe he was like around 100 in the world. One of the top players from Serbia. I think I was like 2300 FIDE about. This was back in 20... Was I in college yet? Could have been like 2012. He was like 2650 FIDE. I beat him because it was like drawn and he just completely overpushed. Then he overpushed, offered me a draw. Whenever a GM offers you a draw, it's usually a bad sign for them. Then I won in like 2 more moves. I'll have to find that game. It was not Saric. Ivana, who maybe used to be the top player in Serbia. Maybe Saric has passed him. When's my next over-the-board tournament? Maybe something in St. Louis. Like St. Louis runs these like rapid quads or the Saturday tournaments for like one evening. So probably nothing big. I might play a tournament in Montreal actually though. If there's anyone from Canada watching, it's probably late in Canada, but I might be coming to Canada. Only time I've been in Canada was in the Toronto airport, which I don't think really counts. My score against Caruana, we've only played online. I remember playing him once on ICC a long time ago. Not sure if the game will still be saved. And we played a bunch of games on Lichess. We actually played on Lichess like right before I started streaming. And he was playing on someone else's account. I only found out afterwards that I was playing him. And he beat me like 90% of the games. But I did give a lecture on like one of the games I beat him in the London. Yeah, if you came late, you're just in time for the conclusion of the stream. I'm just trying to answer questions. You're just watching my YouTube video. Attacking a passive opening. Yeah, I try and like label my videos with something intriguing. but not necessarily like too clickbaity. Or if it is clickbait, it will like live up to the expectations. Do I have a day job? I have a mix of jobs, but I don't have like the normal 9 to 5. I did an internship once. It was like a 9 to 5 office job for 2 months. And it was a good experience, but made me realize that I don't know if I want to commit to like the traditional lifestyle. Hey, it's another sub. Chile Tranger. A lot of new subs this stream. Again, thank you to White Noise. I think we may have broken 700, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, my jobs include, I guess nowadays, chess streamer, YouTuber, private chess instructor. I'm a coach for like a couple high school teams, photographer, web designer. What else? I've done commentary. Patrick JMT in the chat. What's up, Patrick JMT? I was doing math earlier. And by math, I mean like math.random. Making big bucks from streaming yet. Someone donated $20 and White Noise donated so many subs. Yeah, but I'm gonna have to take off like right now. I'm so tired. All the mods. Yeah, all the mods are here. Someone should start a stream so I can raid them. Who else is streaming? Manas, you should start a like instructive stream. Okay. Oh yeah, also yeah, big bucks were made the other day. John Davis, who I played twice now, giving so many bits and so many pawns. Okay. Oh, is Esserman streaming? Let's raid Esserman. So I realized the other day is that when I raid someone and I click raid, it doesn't transfer or it doesn't end the stream right away. So I think the other day I raided and then like there was a minute where I thought the stream was over. I was just like in Esserman's chat. Okay, so Mark Esserman. I never know his Twitch username because there's so many. Look at like how many Y's there are. One. Okay, I'm not gonna count. Can I paste it? Can maybe paste. Or no, I can copy it. Then paste. You got your first chess book. Congratulations. Now you have to read it.